All right, welcome to Back Bean Scottish Fitness. Getting ready to head to the gym again, and got headed that direction a little bit earlier than I did yesterday, which is a good thing. This gives me more time to hit more varied exercises and keeps me from feeling like I'm getting rushed. So it works out pretty good. Yesterday I did arms, shoulders, and back, and a little stretch on the chest. Nothing was really done with really heavy weights except for my full stack attack triceps at the end. You know, got to give those Instagram betas something to whine about, and do enjoy making them whine. It's only like one out of 100 comments. Oh, pulleys. Yeah, no kidding. The pulleys are there to make it a smoother transition. But I have fun. But it was really good because I think we kind of all help each other stay motivated. I know, Body Beat Down, he did his workout a little bit later. I did the workout because he did one the other day. Arctic Chad, he did one, even though he didn't feel like it. He just, there are days you feel kind of lazy about it. And, but if you stay in home and you don't go out and do it, then you just feel like you wasted your day. You feel like you just, man, I should have went. Now I'm mad that I didn't go. And, I could have got some exercise in. I could have got myself, built up a little bit better. Got the heart rate up. All these things help me stay healthy, help me enjoy life at my age better. So I was watching a lift on, I think it was either Instagram or TikTok, but a guy was doing a drop set. Awesome. I mean, he was, he's doing it from 6 plates to 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. And really impressive. The strength and the endurance this man had, probably in his 30s or 40s, was just incredible. And someone made a comment there, and there was a lot of them, but someone made a comment, you're just ego and steroids. And I don't know where the ego thing comes from. If you can do something, then do it. I mean, nobody accuses a world-class sprinter of ego running. Nobody, sits there and accuses a, star basketball player for, shooting ego, or a football player for running ego and throwing ego. But it seems like with the late weightlifters, well, if we lift a lot, then it's because we're doing an ego lift. You really got to think about what you're saying. I mean, you call a gymnastic champion, a tumbling ego person. Maybe they're really good at it and they enjoy it and they want to be the best they can. So when I seen that comment, and somebody, said, why are you being like that? Well, what's his plan B and C for when he gets older? What's he going to do when he gets older? Well, he's going to have lots of options when he gets older. Because the main thing is he's going to be healthier than you. He's going to have very strong bones. He's going to have very strong tendons. He's going to have very strong muscles. He's going to have a great circulatory system. And I don't know if the guy was on steroids or not. Personally, steroids are not for me, but if you're adult, make adult decisions. But somebody who's working out in the gym a lot and getting in great shape is going to enjoy life in their 50s and 60s and 70s far more than somebody who did not. I'm 63, and I know what my level of fitness is compared to a lot of people at the same age. Because what I see, and I don't think it's just in my age group, but what I see out there is I see a lot of people in my age group that are extremely out of shape, extremely overweight, have a hard time walking, have a hard time breathing, have a hard time anything. And I'm not talking about those that have been, crippled by major injuries or things like that. I'm just talking about at some point they just gave up on fitness, or maybe they never did. But I don't call them ego eating or ego couch potatoes. You do what you want to do. I do this for me. And I do it because I know I'm going to have a healthier, more enjoyable life than if I don't. So when you're making a comment on somebody that's doing something extraordinary in weightlifting, before you throw the word ego out, would you throw the word ego out if it was a professional athlete in some other sport? Would it be an ego tennis player? Would it be an ego golf player? And if it's not, then you probably shouldn't use that word. Just what I've got to say. Anybody who's sitting there excelling at something and is putting a lot of work and effort into doing what they're doing, I'm all for whatever it might be. Are there examples of true, ego lifting? Yeah, they're few and far between, and there's usually an injury involved. When they put 50, 45-pound plates on a leg press and then the guy eats his knees. But most of the time, when a guy is doing drop sets and he's doing 3 to 4 reps at these heavier sets, it's not ego, he can do it. Just telling you. I can't do that type of drop set. I'm not going to sit there and call him out for anything. That was an awesome job. I'm going to sit there and compliment on him because he worked hard to get there. So I would think we need to get rid of the word ego in the fitness industry. Maybe the word should be is I have self-confidence. I have discipline. I have determination. I have core values. I can get up early and make sure I get my nutrition. I can force myself to get in the car and go to the gym. I can sit there and do some research on nutrition. I can look at different exercises to do. I can set goals for myself. That's called self-esteem. It's not called ego. So, and most of the people that make those comments are probably not going to be listening to this video. But before you throw out you're just an ego lifter. If he can do it, or if she can do it, they can do it. Doesn't have ego to do about it. You don't sit there and know where your failure point is until you push it. That's like at that meet. Most of us missed our third lift because we went at it. I could have went 5 pounds less and got it easily. But I've already qualified. Let's go for it. And everybody else pretty much had the same attitude. And that's the attitude you should have. You don't know where your top level is until you fail. And then you make a plan to accomplish it later on. And that's what athletes do. So weightlifters are athletes. Bodybuilders are athletes. Runners are athletes. Tennis players are athletes. Golfers are athletes. Anybody who does anything physical for a period of time is an athlete. We all have our different levels. And we should encourage each other to, number one, appreciate the level they're at and encourage them to move to the next level at their pace. Remember, I always say, slow and steady wins the race. And I still believe that. And being constantly picking yourself back up and keep going at it. People ask me, are you still going to try for a 500-pound bench? I'm going to try. Will I feel disappointed if I never get it? No, I'll feel disappointed if I stop trying. All right. Understand, I got close. An injury took me back, then COVID took me back, and so now I'm trying to rebuild it. I'm trying to come up with different ways of working out. I'm trying to force myself to go into the gym. So a lot of people after an event will take the week off. Well, I'm not taking the week off. Now what I'm doing is I'm doing a lot of smaller exercises with less weights, probably go heavy next week, but I'm still exercising. I'm still getting in the gym. I'm still doing what I need to do to keep in shape, because at my age, that strength falls off quickly. You know, younger people go, well, you were off for 3 months and you lost 60 pounds on your bench. Yeah, that happens in your 60s. You know, it may not happen when you're 18, may not happen when you're 25, but when you get older, and especially when you're at the top of your game,
New text
when you're on the
message
very
8.
elite of your game, and you take weeks and weeks off, yes, you're going to see a weight drop. That's just the way it is. You know, the muscles had to be used to stay at that strength. So, it was just funny when I'm seeing these people, oh, ego. It's not ego, they can do it. It's because you can't do it, they can. And I'd seen this YouTuber, she had made some kind of garbage comments to other people on other things. So that's that person's insecurity showing through. So understand, when you have a troll giving you a hard time, they're an insecure person. They can't stand it that you're a secure person. It bothers them that they're not you. It eats them alive that you're not you. So they sit there and try to pull you down to their level. I just block them and move on. I ain't got time to deal with fools. So remember, everybody, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, have fun, stay focused, stay disciplined. I'm heading for the gym.